I have in front of me the UN definition of genocide. So it's a Convention of the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide, Article 2. In the present convention, genocide means any of the following acts committed with the intent to destroy in whole or in part a national, ethnical, racial, or religious group as such. So these are the 5 points. Yeah. Number 1, killing members of the group. Number 2, causing serious bodily or mental harm to members of the group. Number 3, deliberately inflicting on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or in part. Number 4, imposing measures intending to prevent births within the group. And number 5, forcibly transferring children of the group to another group. Now I want to bring in Qayyum so I can have a bit of your input as well, please. We see the 5 points mentioned in the definition of what genocide is. We see the 5 points many people saying today all apply to the Uyghur Muslims. So Qayyum, what do you make about that?
Well, it is very sad that in 21st century we're still debating and talking about genocide, actual genocide. And if you look at the broader context internationally, you know, the things which comes to the mind when you mention the G word is what? Indian Kashmiris, Palestinians, Syrians, you know, Uyghurs, Rohingya people.
Yes.
So what commonality we have in it? They all are Muslim people who suffer the most. You know, and the suffering of Uyghur people is not new. I'd like to make a remark. Indeed, within the 5-10 years, it's been intensified, and it was brought to the international attention. But one thing was never changed, that since occupation in 1949, the assimilation policies, repression was there, but maybe at the smaller scale. And maybe at that time, China was weaker, and they tried to use carrots and sticks at the same time. Nowadays, it's all about sticks. And, you know, in the mind of a community, there are no adjectives needed to describe what is happening. There is nothing like as cultural genocide, demographic genocide. This is simply put a genocide, a point. That's what is happening. And as you have mentioned, all these 5 elements do present right now. And yes, we can go in details and describe what is happening, but because of the time limitation, yes, I would just simply say that they all exist and they do present in the current context of Uyghur people suffering.
And for your previous question of genocide, actually 1948 genocide definition is falling short to describe what is happening for Uyghurs. You have to add some more to give full description for what is happening for Uyghurs. For example, birth control and just birth control is not about randomly selecting some woman and putting the IUDs. It is for all. That's the reason birth rate dropped to zero, below zero. What does it mean? Within a 1 generation span, Uyghurs will be exterminated. This is the extermination, not only the mass killing. And beside the concentration camps, Chinese own media reported they built crematoria. Why you are building crematoria? Muslims, we do not cremate the dead body. Why you are building it? And recently, New York, the custom, they confiscated more than 13 tons of human hair. The woman hair. Just imagine, every woman got 30 to 40 gram hair. To make 13 tons of human hair, you need to have at least minimum 400,000 Uyghur women. And so we know that in Auschwitz, the concentration camps and the Nazis collected the Jewish hair and put on display after they killed them. The Chinese government simply is selling their hair after they killed them. They're commercializing it, not only selling the organs after they kill. they're selling the last part of the body here. And now the US officials are doing DNA check, DNA test of those human hairs. So we are talking about 13 million tons of, 13,000 tons of human hair. Just imagine.
I mean,
how many people, how many women got to be shaved off to make 13 tons of human hair?
I mean,
the minimum 400,000. 400,000. And we are talking about millions of Uyghur kids disappeared. The parents alive, or some parents, they are watching their own kid on Chinese state propaganda videos. They don't know. The government never tells their parents why they took the kid, how long they are going to take them, when they are going to release. Disappeared. You don't get any information from them. No. It is permanent loss of your kids. So, as I said, the UN genocide definition is really falling short to describe what is happening. And plus Chinese government using all high-tech advantages, just like facial recognition, DNA, and all surveillance. Every step of your way, every mood, every movement are recorded and controlled, and what kind of conversation you have with your neighbors, whether you enter your home from front door or back door, how many electricity you consumed this month, how many rice you consumed, everything is recorded and controlled and checked. So this is totally different kind of genocide. It is not only the physical genocide, it is the high-tech genocide, sophisticated genocide.
yes.